We can show Exhibit A from my written statement here. Shows that all of the surface and near-surface temperature records agree that there's a steady long-term pattern of warming. That's true for the temperatures measured by thermometers at the surface, the balloon measurements in the lower atmosphere, and both John's satellite data set and other estimates from the same satellite data.
So that's a great visualization there, showing all these different temperature records, agreeing whether they're surface temperature with thermometers or weather balloons or satellite data. But hang on, what's that name at the bottom of the graph there?
I don't think people can see this, John. They're listening.
Okay, all right. So for those of you who are listening to the podcast and not watching the videos that we've been posting on Facebook and YouTube, which you can subscribe to, it says at the bottom of this graph by Peter Jacobs of George Mason University.
Yeah.
You want to flesh out the story behind that?
I was talking to Mike on email, and he wondered if there was any kind of existing graph showing surface temperature records in the satellites and maybe some of the radiosonde data, which people are also calling weather balloon data, all together. There were some graphs kind of lying around, but they were a couple of years out of date, and I think in some cases they were using older versions of the data themselves. And so I whipped up a graphic for him, and he was nice enough to credit me for it and put it in the congressional record.